Oh, we back. Here comes the white tall doofus now. Yeah, right on time. Holla, 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 holla. Now our theme song just saved you, Kurt. You just walked in.
Here's what happened. I was here actually in time to be right here, but I wanted to time it to miss Hold Up.
No, you didn't miss it.
Oh, you piece of shit.
You white bastard.
I was sitting in the bathroom taking extra shakes to kill time until Hold Up.
Holla, holla, holla. Well, welcome to the show, dum-dum.
Yeah, I just got back from LA. I had to do my we had to do blocking for my pilot.
Oh.
I had some things I had to do. Yeah, everyone was notified well ahead of time by very professional me.
Nobody knew.
Really? You and John, I texted you. It doesn't matter.
I ignore your tweets, your texts.
Nobody gives a shit.
As soon as I see it's from you, I go like this, no.
By the way, dude, I just did Ari's storytelling show.
Oh, yeah, how was
LA.
it?
It's like the best show. That was going to be an awesome show.
Yeah, he had it. It's the second season?
Yeah, the lineup I was on with,
yeah,
it was like...
How many guests? There was a lot of white people?
Here's nobody's first. Okay.
Who was on it?
There's some Jews.
There's a bunch of crackers. Nobody want to hear a bunch of white fucking supremacy fucking meetings.
Oh my God, and Ari wore a
Jew supremacy meetings?
Dude, Ari wore a fucking denim suit with a cow skull bolo tie.
You know why? Because Ari's out there in L.A. fucking girls he don't deserve to fuck.
But that's what it is.
And it's affected him his whole life.
Listen, because Ari always dressed like a colorful... Ari Shafir, who's been on before, people know if they listen.
A friend of the show.
Yeah, Ari has always dressed like a colorful, like, clown man. Like, always like a bright colored hoodie and bright sneakers and shit.
Right.
Like, he'd tell me he was depressed, and I'd be like, well, how could you be sad with so many bright pairs of sneakers in your house?
Because he got all this gear from Nickelodeon.
But that's how he get a lot of LA puss. Like, a lot of age 28, thereabout.
Plus
he's
that
like
he don't
43.
deserve.
Right. So the older he gets, here's what happens. The older you get, the more fucking Doctor Who wacky he has to dress to attract these young female companions to his phone booth.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So that's what it is.
Yes.
But it don't matter what crazy outfits he wears. He reads Yeshiva student no matter what. He looks like you are never, Ari, going to dress your way out of your Jewiness.
Never.
Just so you know.
Never.
But his show is awesome, dude.
Until they start making sweaters for noses, nigga. Everybody's going to know.
We should knit him a nose sweater.
He needs a Cosby
I
nose
will
sweater.
knit my eyebrows into a nose sweater for Ari Shafir. That's a promise. Well, so fucking Ari, the show was great. Here's the nobodies first.
All right.
It was Mike Lawrence.
Okay.
You know, who you may remember from Caitlin looking up to at the Naked Show.
Speaking of which, the next Naked Show is this Friday. Tickets are available now.
Oh, I thought you were
going to
say,
Caitlin.
I thought you were going to say, speaking of which, I put some fucking clothes on finally. It was
my
a
last
vest.
show.
And
it's the last Naked Show?
No, it's the last Naked Show that I'm doing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Somebody's growing up.
Yeah,
Wow,
Allison is taking it over, and then we have a
Is she
show
going to
on
be a
Sunday.
mom?
Allison?
What do you mean? Is she going to be a mom?
What was that about?
No,
What
this
was
is
her
a
post?
long. I don't. She thinks it's hilarious that people think
Because she
she's
said,
pregnant.
I'm going to be a mommy.
I mean, probably
Which is how you
eventually,
take
but
that.
not imminently.
But
Does she just have like a stomach parasite? What happened?
I don't.
What is she
nothing
being-
happened. It's just a prank that she's pulling mostly
All right.
with herself on.
Well,
Facebook.
here's the lineup, right? On the episode, it was Mike Lawrence, Annie Letterman, right? Then
Who?
Annie Letterman.
Okay.
Okay. Then Henry Rollins went on after her.
Okay. Henry Rollins, yeah, the rock and roller. And
Yeah. Okay. Well, he was great. His story was fucking awesome.
I'm sure.
Then Jim Brewer. And fucking Brewer's so goddamn... He's going to do the show.
Okay.
I hope. I was trying to get him for tonight, but I couldn't get...
He
I don't know.
follows us on Twitter and whatnot.
Does he?
Yeah, he follows
Dude, that
Race
guy's
Wars
the
and all
best.
that.
He told me a story about hanging out with Lars Ulrich from Metallica.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Douchebag Lars.
This was before or after Lawrence got burnt up with the pyrotechnics.
When did that happen?
It's very important for the story.
It's in the 90s, so is that
Okay,
when?
so it's right around the time.
Dude, I was crying. I was like, is that what you're going to tell? And no, he had just another story about that was awesome that I don't want to spoil it. And then after him was Ron White.
Oh, yeah, Ron.
Fucking Ron,
sure.
who, by the way, that guy's the best. If you ever are backstage, like at a festival, Ron White, like that's how I would bump into him.
I was backstage at a Tough Crowd with
Dude,
him.
that guy's never not cool to hang out with.
He's the best.
Before a show or
He's a
after
good
show.
dude. He's just a sort of the
That's
earth.
fucking awesome, dude.
Sort of the earth.
Yeah, and then I had to, and then they put me on fucking last, so I had to go on after fucking Rollins.
So you are the black dude. You were the black dude on the show.
Yeah. So to
Good for
answer,
you.
yeah, that's what I was getting at. To answer your question, It was me.
They treat you like the nigga.
I fucking destroyed that dude. But
I'm sure you did.
But his crowd was awesome. It was like the crowd. Normally that would be a curse being on last like that, but the crowd was fucking great. It was at Cheetah's Strip Club.
Cheetah's.
And Jeff Tomsick, who directed my hours, the director of Ari's show.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wait, what's
January.
Cheetah's?
He's gonna try in January.
Cheetah's.
The strip club in I don't know,
in LA.
Sunset or something.
I'm trying to think where it is. I'm sure I left DNA in it.
Really?
I'm sure.
Where haven't you come?
We got a title.
We got. Where hasn't Sherrod come, or just a general question?
Just
to the
anything.
people?
Let's put it out there to anybody.
Yeah. So we got. We have some people calling in later, right?
Yes, we got Joe Numbus, who's he's a retired referee, wrestling referee, who's a big fan of the show. He has the show Wrestling Soup. There's a podcast. Big show. They love us. They always show us love every week. So I said, you know what? We got to get Joe on.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
And he's we're going to have Joe on, and we're going to be talking about racism in the WWF.
Isn't it eerie and quiet?
Yeah.
A lot of it.
There's a lot of
Sherrod,
it.
isn't it
It's
so,
based on it.
Isn't it so eerie and quiet with, without like 3 guests that you booked together?
Yes.
I was like, why is it so still in here?
Yes. We usually got it packed in here with a whole bunch of B-listers.
Yeah, I like having a little less. God damn. So I got to breathe on the show for 5 seconds.
This is better, that we can actually talk and get back to the basics.
I don't even need this helmet for this show. The Karen's fuck helmet.
You might need it. Do you see it?
By the way, I got a contest idea for the show.
All right, what is it?
This girl, Sarah, from Montreal, she makes like dick art. And what I mean by that is she dresses people's dicks up in little jackets and hats and shit.
Okay, that already answers my question. Is she white or black?
The answer
That's
is...
white. That's a white job.
The answer is neither.
What is she? Asian? That would blow my mind.
No, she's Persian.
All right, she's a Santa.
She's cute, dude. She's a cute Persian.
I'm sure she is. If guys are letting her dress their dicks up in costumes.
Oh yeah, there's definitely an element.
You're a cute girl.
Listen, there's definitely an element of you're like, I want to show this girl my dick. Like,
yeah.
But
if
anyway,
a fat ugly girl was like, "You ever had your dick in a tuxedo?"
Well, this is why I bring her up, because she was in the Village Voice recently. There's some article about her fucking dick thing display, because she texted me. I met her.
It made it to a paper.
I met her like years ago, opening up for Jezelnik somewhere in Canada, and she was like out back when we were trying to get high. She was like back there, and then she texted me. She wanted me to give some dick art to Amy. Right. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to send pictures of cocks to Amy right now.
That's
like,
Amy's job to send to you.
Like, just so you understand, people really, there's a lot of people trying to go through me to get some shit to her.
That's hilarious.
I'm like, just so you understand where it's at. I ain't the guy that's whispering in her ear. Like, if I come to her with something, I mean, just if I show up, I'm like the fucking wacky uncle. Like, no, I'm not coming up to her with anything for you. It's not going to help you.
You're the Gary Busey of that show.
Yeah, you want to talk to the producer, Dan Powell. He's the guy that has, like, the
right family.
And we have Charity called and wants to, like, that's the right voice to present it. That me barreling in the room late with my eyes bulging talking about your dick art is not going to help your dick art.
It's not going to help it out.
At all, yeah.
It's not going to push it in.
Amy, I got to talk to you. What is it, Kurt?
What do you think about...
Yeah, so I'm not in that position.
Artie dicks.
And, here's another thing. You can stop sending me your goddamn sketch ideas that are not even a fucking idea.
Where are they sending this stuff to you?
That
Facebook?
people bequeath me like, I thought maybe I'd do comedy, but I'm not. Never thought I'd have to pull this out. But this sketch idea is yours now. Like, I just got the most... And it's a thing of, like, 2 sentences that go nowhere. It's unbelievable how much...
You know what? Sketch ideas, when people send you, like, ideas like that on the internet or Facebook, it's kind of like when people send you those prayers, like, if you don't send it now, your life's going to be miserable. It's like, you got to help them. It's the same bullying technique.
Just listen, I can't help you, any of you. I don't know, like, I had to chase down my Sirius XM bullshit money. That's how desperate of a straits I'm in.
Because they really think that you're connected, like you're in.
So, yeah, and I forgot when I was new and I got here, how fucking dumb I was that I thought like that.
Yeah.
Well, about, like, the lamest shit, because anybody I saw on TV, I assumed, was, like, doing quite well all the time. Because I saw them on TV one time. Yeah, you didn't know the difference. In the 90s, I saw them.
You didn't know the difference between the neighbor on Growing Pains and Denzel Washington.
Dude, if you saw how starstruck I got by Colin Quinn when I first met Colin Quinn, you'd slap the shit out of me. And Colin would tape it and encourage you.
You deserve to. Colin's a treasure.
Well, that's how I felt, but when I bring up how much I was starstruck to see Colin Quinn...
I met him at like 11 years old, so...
No, I love that fucking
I just
Lion
hit him
and
up for
Joe.
money.
It was when I thought Lion and Joe Blow were on SNL. Remember Joe Blow, where he was like the guy he was just an average Joe talking about his son? He does that so well, like average suburban or like Long Island dad jerk off talk. Like people who would be in line to buy lotto tickets ahead of you. How they talk, he's that towny fucking
Because it's in
dum-dum.
his blood. It's in his blood.
Dude, he's great
It's
at it.
so in his fucking blood.
That's why he had him in that sketch in the elevator with Amy, where it's like it's small talk hell, and he just keeps bringing up like, oh, buildings, I build them taller every year. He just was like just gibberish that he would say. I mean, he started talking about how he does karaoke. One of the cutscenes, he's like, do you do karaoke? He's like, I do. You know, hey, now you're an all-star. Yeah, the crowd goes wild. Like what he does on Twitter. That's what he did in an elevator at Amy.
That one's the best.
Yeah, anyway, I don't even remember why I brought that up. Oh, so the dick art. So,
You and his dick. What's the girl's name? Can we at least pull the
Sarah,
girls up so I can see if it's worthy of me even considering her
let me
dick
just tell
art?
you what my idea is, okay? So, anyway, me and Karen's anniversary is coming up.
Don't get her that for her fucking anniversary.
Oh, yeah, well, that's too late. That's how I know. That's why I brought this up with Sarah, because having her send Karen a special edition of my dick.
I hope that's not the only thing you're getting Karen for this anniversary. Kurt.
Close to? Why?
Jesus
Christ.
No,
we're gonna go to Minettins or something nice. But wait, listen.
But more preparation went into this.
So if we had a contest, a listener contest, right, where somebody could, but we have to figure out what the contest is and how it works.
Okay.
Where what they can win, and she's only doing couples. Like if you're some lonely dude, she don't want your dick. It's only for people. Like it's like a couples thing specifically because it's too weird.
So wait. So some other woman get to see this fucking Persian girl play with their man's dick and put a little vest on it.
And that's a contest.
Vests and hats.
And then you get a free.
How is that girl not getting stabbed?
You get free dick art. Don't tell me there's not a listener out there who's fucking into that weird shit.
I'm sure.
That's what I'm saying. That's the contest. You win, like you were getting wedding photos, but instead of that,
it's dick art.
It's your dick dressed up. I don't know what.
Now, does she put it in different situations? Like he's a construction worker, and you see the balls drilling.
I think so. And it's like a fucking. You gotta look it up in the Village Voice. It's like some exhibit they just had.
Can't she have like he walked the tightrope between the World Trade Center and have a dick on the line?
Yes, that's what
like
I'm
that
telling
movie
you.
coming out is lay your dick on something.
I mean, think of that like if you were getting married and you just had that over your mantle. That a gift of love that you won on Racehorse. I'm telling you, I know those people.
I like it.
Somebody wants to win that. I know.
Let's see. Let's have people calling right now. 866-969-1969. But
we don't know what the contest is. But just express interest if you have interest.
In a relationship and you want to get some dick art
Well, because I'll tell you why there needs to be you need to have a woman involved.
Because it's going to be rape if no woman's there.
No, because the pictures, fluffing is important to get the best results.
This is porn. This is porn with,
yes,
with
for
doll
you and your
clothes.
family.
With doll clothes for your penis.
Yeah, what did you think what did you think it was? Art? Well, let me tell you something. It has a gallery display like it's fucking art, so you'd be the judge of where the line is.
You remember the dudes, I think they still perform it now, they used to, they had the dick puppetry.
Yeah, I remember those guys.
I only see shit like that with dick clothes and dick puppetry. That's only white people can do shit like that and not get arrested and actually have a display and an exhibition somewhere.
It's funny you say that, too, because you just solved the mystery. I'm like, why are there how come no young black men are penis puppetry artists?
Because they get locked the fuck up.
You think that they would be the most...
Yeah, look at this fucking foolish. This look like a sad.
Is that it?
Yes, this is one of them.
What is it?
This is like a dick with a Scully on and a fucking shirt, like a lumberjack shirt.
No,
yes. And he's defeated though, like he's walking home.
Dude, I had no idea how great this was.
Niggas.
You can win a contest for this. Look at it.
I think Kurt just found what he's going to put above his fucking coffee table.
Listen, my girlfriend's getting that for her anniversary, so guess what? I'm proud to call it my gift.
Perfect.
I didn't think she would use the helmet so creatively.
It's really good.
To make it look...
That's Scully. What do you find a Scully
I
that's
always
small?
imagine the dick face on the other side. That's interesting.
Oh, on the top side.
But show her the hoodie one, because the hoodie's where it really... That's good use of the fucking...
Yeah, show me the one.
Cockhead.
If that cock was in a black neighborhood, it would get a shot in a hoodie.
Oh, maybe
the Trayvon of cocks.
Maybe get some other black dicks around it, like surrounding the white cock.
You want to turn this into a full-length film?
No, it's just a contest. I'm just thinking of prizes for a contest, dude. Because I'm always thinking of ways to make the show better.
Hey, if somebody wants it, we got somebody calling in actually from Canada.
I
Mark,
don't think
we got Mark.
Yeah, what's up, Mark?
Let's see what he's talking. I ain't put him on yet. Marky Mark?
Yeah.
What's the deal?
What's the deal? This dick art stuff. So, me and my woman go to Montreal and have some girl play with my dick?
I mean, if you're going to say it like that.
Is that what you're advertising?
Yes, exactly.
But by play with, you see, play with, people think you mean jerk off. She literally is playing. No, she might have your wife dress it up. I don't think she does it herself. She just does the scene. Your wife will be manipulating your dong, sir.
So she don't put the clothes on? She don't put...
I thought I got to go to Montreal and have my my wife there and this.
Well, hey, buddy, that depends on how good you are talking, I guess.
Jesus.
I thought too that she put the clothes on your penis. Not like your wife got to do all the work. Then your wife will fucking
just say this. Says, hey, honey, we got to go to Montreal, and I need you to. I'm gonna lay on the table. I need you to dress my penis for this girl to take pictures of.
I wonder if anybody ever came right there.
Down.
He's down. Mark's in.
Okay.
Put me down.
All right. Look, we're just exploring to see if it's worth making this a prize because I was like, what could be a good radio prize?
Is this a Michael Jackson one?
No, I think it's supposed to be
that's a Jew. That's a Jew with the curly curl.
Of course, she's Persian and makes the Jew like that, huh?
That Jew look real greedy. What a dirty Persian joke.
Nice.
All right, thanks, Mark. Appreciate it, bro.
Man. Cheers.
So Mark's in. So that's one person who already do it.
Hold on, where's John?
Let me see. Here's somebody who said black dicks matter. Ryan in Denver. Ryan, what's up, man?
I was just giving you a hashtag for the title of that series. Black Dicks Matter, man.
Black dicks matter. I like that. And you put it in all caps, real like you're shouting it.
Yeah. And some asshole will say all dicks matter, but for this series, black dicks matter.
Black dicks matter. All right, thanks, man. Yeah. So would you get your penis
I've
dressed
heard
up?
this before that they matter. Of course they matter, sir.
They matter the most.
Yeah,
they matter the most.
They matter more than actual black people do.
Yes, I tell you. If I had the life my dick had,
Dude, ever since Mike Yard came in and we were talking about Jared from Subway,
right?
When I say he's gonna get, he's getting fucked in prison, and then two of you were like, he's getting black dick in prison, and kicked it up a notch of spite. I've been doing a joke. I've been doing a joke about that ever since then, dude. That's hilarious. That made me laugh so hard that people are that afraid of black dick that it's administered as a punishment, like unofficially. Like that, we all know that's the end of the line of the justice system. Like we don't know what else to do with you. It's black dick's problem now. I hope this straightens out. I don't know what else to do.
Not black dick.
White dick is too good for him. You're not getting a reasonable white dick.
So you said that Shawshank rape was just this was a date.
He even got a privileged rape.
Yes. His life was too good.
Well, they always have to make it in the...
Morgan Freeman should have been fucking him in his ass in Shawshank to really give him his punishment.
I don't know what the guy's name is. I was watching one of those, creepy evil kin or one of those fucking life horror things on ID.
Right.
And, it was in the 20s, and this guy, first he kidnapped his nephew and, raped him and made him like a slave, and he was a young guy.
His nephew?
He was 19. His nephew went to live with him, and then he made him into his twisted, Igor, and then he would kidnap boys and, rape them for days and kill them when he was done with them.
Okay, another question real fast.
Prescott.
White dude? Was it a white dude?
No, yeah, and white.
Of course it was.
But listen, he was so white, he looked like the guy on the new series Gotham who's going to be the Joker. He looked like him, the real guy.
Oh, that's the dude from Shameless. He was on the actor from Shameless.
His name's something Prescott, okay? But anyway, they're the reason, him and his mom helped him with the murders to protect your boy. Where we get, don't talk to strangers, they are the reason we got that set. Before them, everybody just talked to strangers. That's what it said at the end. So
Howdy, stranger? Remember that was the saying.
Yeah, stranger danger is because this guy, something Prescott,
right,
in the 20s that kidnapped boys, and he got so bold he was kidnapping kidnapping them 2 at a time eventually. Like by
He's
the
in here
twos.
fucking cocktail waitresses 2 at a time.
Yeah.
But he was doing it with boys.
Yeah. 2 boys at a time. A band of boys, as they say.
Band of boys.
Like a dozen eggs.
And that was back the little boys looked like they were newsies.
They all, and yes, they all look like newsies. That made it even more heartbreaking. Because you see their little pictures like, oh man, they're going to make it out of the...
Extra, me rape tomorrow.
Dude, it was so upsetting. And then, they got
and dressing up in their clothes? When
they got the reenact. They always have the actors like reenacting them.
Was he dressing up their little boy cocks in outfits?
Well, I think it was back then you had to dress your cock in a little vest and
if
shit.
you see a little newsie,
right? You didn't go out without a hat. You didn't go out without a cock vest.
If you see a dick dressed up as a newsie, you can't help but to go, "Aw."
I go, yeah.
Aw,
talk
little
about
fella.
extra,
Trying to
right?
make some
Huh? Oh, little fella. Hey, kid, how much? I've never seen a little dick dressed as a newsie, but I'd like to.
But that was the reason why we have the Don't Talk to Strangers, because of this Prescott dude. And what state was this?
It was the kidnap was from Canada, so it was like
that's a push, right? They don't count.
It was like Iowa. I want to say Iowa. I don't know. Somebody can call in that knows about it, but it was like some
we got
shit.
A bunch of calls in.
Right. Oh, it lit right up when we talked about boys being kidnapped.
Oh, it lit up. Okay,
oh
that's
my
a hand job.
We are getting that trucker listenership we wanted.
Somebody asking if they can get permission to drop the N-bomb in their lifetime. These people.
In their lifetime?
Yeah, I guess on the way out you can.
Yeah, you don't need...
right before the fucking flatline.
Sherrod, my dying words will be nigger. I'm in close. Sherrod, I want you to stand by my bedside when I die. Sherrod, come in.
That's what Noam, the owner of the Comedy Cellar, said when his father, Manny, died. He said he wanted to talk to him about me. He said, come in close. He's like, don't trust that nigga. And the flat... That's so great. Don't trust that nigga.
I want to put a sketch in. Well, they will never take it on Schumer, but somebody like
save it for our shit.
Yeah, well, somebody building a time machine so they can go back in time and say
get angry with somebody in present day and go like this. One second. Beep, 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 beep. Nigga! Come back.
In fact, I'm going to kill Hitler so I can say nigger. We like to throw out ideas. All right.
You're out of control.
We got people. I don't know when this guy's calling. I heard.
We got him. We got a.
Really?
Somebody is the Pope calling?
You talk about Benedict because
Pope
I don't know
Benedict.
that this is real.
I mean, it says.
All right, answer the phone, but we'll see.
I know it's real.
Supposedly, this is former Pope Benedict.
He's got a lot of free time now. I hope it is. I hope it's really okay. Here we go.
Yeah, we don't like having our time wasted with silly impressions.
Pope Benedict.
Greetings, racehorse.
Well, it sounds like Pope
It's
Benedict.
him. Greetings, sir.
What do we call you? Your Ex Holiness or something?
My official name is Pontifex Emeritus Benedictus.
John, you need some headphones.
But all the guys in the office just call me Benny.
Johnny, can you find?
Well, Benny, it's an honor to talk to you, sir. Why would you call our show Race Worst?
Why am I calling?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I heard you were talking about boy fucking.
Well, how did you... You know, Pope Francis was just here, the one that... I know you left, right? And then he's like the new guy.
Right.
What do you think of Pope Francis first? Let's ask him that.
Okay.
You asked me about young Francis.
Yeah, young Francis.
He was an apprentice of mine. Long before he took the throne of St. Peter. He called me Master.
Whoa! Okay.
Wow, no shit.
Unfortunately, he stopped his training long before he learned the true power of Christ.
This is real dark, but...
Yeah, well, he's just talking about the power of Christ. It's just coming out of him. He just had that dark look, you know?
Together, we were supposed to rule. Now, as you see, that empanada-sucking weakling tingles across the galaxy.
A little empanada fucking weakling.
Wow.
Poor and fat Protestant civil servants in Appalachia.
So I guess there's beef between them, huh?
You talking about Keith Davis?
He's just sick. When I was Pope, I would just shoot them with lightning from my fingertips.
Whoa. I mean, this guy.
Midi-chlorian count was off the chart.
Wait, what are midi-chlorians, by the way?
Young boys.
You say he had a lot of midi-chlorians?
Oh, whoa. Do you have any...
fact,
Yeah?
I would have preferred another apprentice of mine, Darth Maul, to succeed me.
What?
Everyone was nerding out about his double-headed scepter.
I like how you pronounce scepter. Hey, scepter! Well, what do you... Why?
Wow.
First of all, why did you leave?
Yeah, Pope Benedict, why did you leave in the first place?
You quit kind of quickly. You're like the Jimmy Carter of popes, almost.
Yeah.
Kurt and Sherrod, you must understand that hoping is a young man's game.
True. No, that's real. Poping ain't easy.
Yeah, that's I've heard that saying before.
There's better work for me to do behind the scenes.
That's where the real power lies, huh?
Let that doughy South American be the public face of the church.
Wow.
So that's the only reason? It wasn't like a boy thing? I thought that, well, this is what I read on the internet, is that they were like, it was like a conspiracy thing. Like, he thought he might have to, like, reveal shit about the church covering up those molestations.
Oh, paying.
Because he was the guy, supposedly, like, they say you were the guy that shipped all the priests around, dude. I mean, is that true? Like, I mean, is there anything you want to address with that, or no?
Well, clearly, anyone who is Pope has to do a little cleaning up in that department.
Yeah.
I was particularly suited for the job.
Why?
As you said, boys are measured by bands.
Yeah.
That is the unit of boys and has been since the 3rd century A.D.
Well,
With God, deliver a brand of boys to the people curia forthwith.
Oh, well, what do you do
mercy.
now with your time?
Oh, just doddering old man shit.
Wait, what?
Feeding squirrels at the park.
Yeah.
A shell of
Tending to
yourself.
my prostate.
Oh, yeah, the prostate.
Rebuilding the Death Star.
What?
I mean, tending to the rhododendron in the Vatican Garden.
Okay. I think you got some plans for the
And
universe.
I'm also taking along a new apprentice,
What's that?
Darth Flavius.
Darth Flavius?
Who's that?
He will be the next pope if everything goes according to plan.
Wait, he sound like he might be African. Is he an African fellow?
Yeah. What about Black Pope? What about Sherrod as the Pope?
He looks too much like Mace Windu.
Can't argue that.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for calling us, former Pope Benedict. What an honor. We get the like.
Gavin McInnes there.
No, we not.
No, he's not
we're
here.
Yeah.
He's a convert to the Catholic Church.
Gavin is a convict to the Catholic Church.
He's
And
a
very
convert?
nice,
Oh,
too.
a convert.
It's
He used to be he used to be an atheist, and now he's Catholic.
It's very rare that we get white middle-class Westerners to fall for our bullshit.
It's very true.
Well, he is Canadian. They're
Usually
not
we
too
still
bright.
have to go into the jungle and trick people using table magic.
Well, listen, thank you, Pope Benedict. It was a huge honor that you called in, and I hope everything's going well for you.
Yeah.
And, maybe he's...
Both burn in hell.
Oh, assalamu alaikum to you too, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Good night.
He's a sweet guy, huh? Can't even hear the German in him.
That's what German sounds like.
Yeah, it does.
Like Palpatine accent.
It's awful.
It's a very deliberate language.
Yeah. I had sex with a nice German girl.
Which one? Is it the one who used to hang out at the cellar that asked me if I like Jews?
Who, the black German girl?
No, it was a blonde German. This is years ago. She's hanging out at the cellar. And I was sitting, I was going in to hang out when I was new.
Right.
She was kind of hot, but I remember her she was like really forward, like she was like kind of clinging to my arm almost. Where I was
Really?
like, yeah. So now I'm like, I want to hang out, but then maybe I'll bang this German girl, right? And then we sat. I said the table just sits right next to me at the comedy table, like no one was there. This is when Manny was alive. How long ago?
Oh, Lord.
And I'm talking to her, I'm like, can I move this bitch? We're gonna get in trouble sitting at the table.
Right.
Like I'm already not supposed to be at the table, right?
Yes.
So we're sitting there talking, and then while she's talking, she's leaning in really close, and then she goes, what do you think of Jews? I swear to God. I'm like, what do you want to think about Jews?
Yeah, you was whatever she said because you wanted to get laid. So
Goddamn right.
You was like, fuck them. If you say fuck them.
And right,
hug them. If you say hug them.
So right as she's talking about that, then Manny suddenly standing there with a little dog. He goes, hi, and I go, oh, hey, Manny. I just got up and like, without her, I got up. And right after on Jews and Manny, I was up. And then he goes, is she with you? And I'm like, I didn't know how to answer. She goes, yes, we are together.
She said that?
Yeah, she jumped up next to me. I'm like, bitch, get away from me. It's the table.
Yeah, it was definitely not that girl who I banged.
Oh, you would have banged that right out of her or into her?
Right out of her. Right out of her.
Out or in?
I had a nice one. The first German girl I banged, she was just visiting the city, and she had like a little dumb hotel room in like Midtown.
Yeah.
Like on the west side.
That's what they do, yeah.
Like one of those dumb hostel type of fucking...
Yes.
We banged it was night to day that we was banging.
You know what was a good place if you got, like, especially, and they come through Stanton, New York, it's like these girls would come and go visit the sex museum.
Oh, yeah.
And then someone would go to shows, and they, like, that's a common thing that had popped up over the years. And then you go bang in one of those places.
One of those places,
like a hostel. You know, we should be like...
There's another one on 22nd Street, too, the hostel place that
we should call this
Gotham was over.
Guys We Fucked podcast, right?
What, Germans we fucked or just...
No, we just talk about girls we fucked, but then we have the title so it sounds like, you know, finally, girls talking about guys they fucked.
Yeah.
But that's just us.
I want to give the full first and last name of all the girls and addresses.
Because, you know what, I also want Nick DiPaolo come on and do... like a diversity report, right? Mm-hmm. And it's always that we couldn't get whatever minority it was we wanted, so we just had to get Nick DiPaolo to say their view. Nick is our diversity reporter.
I like it.
Yeah, well, that's better to make an actual show.
Let me Jordan's in the house. Jordan, get over here.
Who?
Jordan Rock. My cousin Jordan's here.
Now,
Kyle's here. My boy Kyle.
Explain to the audience.
He's an actor. Jordan's a comedian.
Jordan, he's a comedian. So they give a shit.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up?
Hey, Jordan. So, all right, so remember the first, now people who listen, like the first episode, it was going to be Colin Quinn and Chris Rock, right?
Right.
And we didn't get Chris.
Right.
We were trying to reschedule him.
Right.
But, so instead we have his brother, Jordan, that you'd never heard of. So, enjoy it, everyone.
I'm here, everybody. I'm here.
It's Chris Rock's much, much younger brother.
Making a debut.
He's making his debut.
Guys, what's up, Jordy?
Just cool, man. How you been?
I'm all right. How old are you now, man?
I'm 24.
All right. So how old were you when I met you?
It's like 18.
Oh, wow. You were like coming in young.
He started young, man.
That's the way to fucking do it, man.
He's got a show of Caroline's coming up, and he want to talk about it. He want to, give out the date and whatnot.
Oh,
yeah, that was one.
Well, let's see how well he does on the show first.
Whoa, Kurt.
When are you at Caroline's?
Yeah, I'm there on the 14th, headlining.
Oh, cool. I was just there headlining, so that's fair.
What a save.
You guys are about even.
What a save.
Yeah, what a save. That's fine. Anyway, so do you want to have Caitlin read news and we'll just laugh at news?
Well, you want to do the news? We can do it on the news. Yeah, we can some stories I'm going to touch on.
From WWF, right?
I want to touch on this religion story that Andrew brought through, too. What's story?
That?
Andrew, you know the story?
I mean, Caitlin can read it, but yeah, today was supposed to be the end of the world, according to E-Bible Fellowship.
Okay, wait. So, Caitlin, read the story.
Yeah, the story.
And that's kind of the end of the story.
That's the whole story?
Yeah, the E-Bible thought the world was going to end on the 21st of May in 2011, and then they were wrong, and they changed the date till today, and they were wrong again. End of news story.
Whoa, they're not wrong yet, because today's still going on.
Okay.
But who is the E-Bible, first of all? This is what I want to know from you. I don't know what that is.
Online Christian group.
Yeah, they're an online affiliation, and they're headquartered in Philadelphia.
They're the new Jehovah's Witnesses, if you ask me.
And they predict the end of the world using the Bible.
Sounds pretty legit.
Well,
sounds all legit right there. Sounds like they got their facts
But
straight.
what was their prediction based on? Do you have any details of it?
Bible math? No, I didn't know. I have no idea.
Does anybody know anything about it?
It's based on 1 Corinthians chapter.
I mean, McGann said that according to his interpretation of the Bible, the world will be obliterated with fire. So he added that detail.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're going to take bets on how it's going to come.
Fire is probably my guess, too.
That's an old favorite, is fire.
Yeah.
There's some great video I found that was called "Scientific Evidence that Hell is Real," and it was this. He had to be Korean, and he was talking about how hell is probably going to be the sun. So at the end, you'll be thrown into the sun. Like
a Korean dude said that.
Yeah, and the way he said it was he was dead sure of this. Like I almost
like
felt,
no breaking.
I almost felt dumb not knowing that hell was the sun. I'm like, oh shit, I guess hell's the sun. I mean, you heard him. This confident Chinese man said.
Oh, the Koreans. The Koreans are the niggas of Asia.
I've actually been to hell. It's East New York. It's pretty bad, man.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty bad.
What? You know, when we do the
pink
news
houses.
stories, by
Go
the
to
way.
the pink houses in East New York, Brooklyn. If you don't think that's hell, money.
Are they nice and pink, though? It sounds like a fun color.
No. That's just how blood looked after it dry up.
Oh, the pink houses. We do these news stories. Let's give her the fucking story.
What?
We're just giving her the blurb that Goldstein
No, she
has?
finds it. She finds the story. She finds it.
I just thought you'd be excited about this story because
I know,
it
but
was
there's like no
religion
details.
And doomsday.
It's the same as going a kooky religion did a thing. Like there's nobody has any details of anything.
No, it's just them doing the same thing they did in
It's
2011.
Harold Camping. It's good old Harold Camping. Yeah, that guy's been.
That's the guy from 2011, right?
If you said Harold Camping, I'd be like, fuck it, move on.
He used to be a pastor, didn't he?
No, but he is the Orville
I thought it was
Redenbacher.
Chris McCann. Where are you getting what?
Oh, maybe I'm looking at the Harold Camping one.
Yeah, that's...
because I had to Google the details myself.
Okay, I'm sorry. I dropped the ball.
You're not above it, Kurt.
No, I don't know. I don't know who's in charge
You're
of
the
anything.
Luis Gomez of this show.
Damn.
He just likes to yell at stuff.
What? I would never take on that many roles of a Louis. He's a douchebag of many hats.
No, he just like yelling at people behind glasses.
I want to bring Louis on, dude.
Yeah, I was on the show this
people
morning.
think I'm like have a fucking fight with Louis.
Oh,
There's like Louis J. Gomez fans who are now mad
Wait,
at me.
whoa. Stop right there. Louis J. Gomez, what?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, wait, who's this?
With an S?
I go, who's this Louis J. Gomez that you're a fan of that's apparently has fans? I'm talking about Louis Gomez. But yeah, because when I went on their show,
right,
and I yelled at Louis and Dave.
Oh, who was that walking by? I got.
Oh, man, I missed it.
I saw a nice little brown one go by.
Well, tell me. I said, don't just tell me the white ones. Share the brown ones with me.
You're right. No, you're right. You're right.
We're talking about dicks, everyone. So anyway, Louis fucking. I yelled at him and Dave, and then it became a thing where like I guess somebody thought I have a beef with them or something. Like, there's people who now are mad. Like, they've turned. I think they're mad at me.
They should be
for yelling at Louis.
Good.
But I saw on our reviews on like iTunes and shit, because they're all like good, except there's always got to be a couple like dickhead. One's like somebody go, "This is misogynist drivel."
So you got my message.
Yeah, yeah. We expressed that privately, Sherrod, not in the comments of our own show. That's it on the thing. And the other one was this guy said he called us hurt and charade. There you go. Louis J. Gomez sent me. It's like some internet backlash.
They have trolls now? They have like a real army?
Because you're supposed to get like your fans. I didn't know you're supposed to do this.
You only need one person to be a troll to have trolls.
Oh, it's so goddamn funny to me. Hurt and charade. Like,
I love it.
Is there somebody at Mad Magazine that hates us?
That is very high school slander right there.
Piss off Alfred E. Newman that he had to come up with a wacky version.
The people at National Lampoon really hates us. Hurt and charade.
Cake Wars with Hurt and charade. Well, we did it.
They got us.
Remember that on Simpsons where they were like trying to come up with a name for Everybody Loves Raymond? Barry goes, how about Nobody Likes Raymond? And they're like, they're like, well, we were up all night, but it was worth it. That was like any shitty joke. Like, up all night, but worth it.
Wow.
All right, what other news do we have that's some kind of news?
We got more stories. Caitlin, go ahead and hit some.
Yeah, you guys want to talk about Cosby?
No. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
I don't even want him back in the studio.
Well, a judge refused to throw out a lawsuit filed by a woman who accused Bill Cosby of molesting her when she was 15 at the Playboy Mansion. So even though the lawsuit was improperly filed by her attorney, a judge is going to let the case proceed.
That's just how they do to black people. Just how about OJ's in jail right now. It's like whatever crime you committed, don't matter. They're going to get you on something.
By the way,
they'll get you.
Yeah, the way that it was mishandled.
First, second of all, Well, what are you? I know Bill Cosby raped some people, but what are you 15 years old doing in the Playboy Mansion?
And in 1974.
All bets are off.
I was doing my homework, sir.
What your homework is dressing up cocks? Dressing penises in fucking detective outfits?
Wait, so what is she? What is her accusation?
That he forced her to perform a sex act on him in 1974 in the Playboy Mansion when she was 15.
Listen, she was no virgin, by the way. If you're 15 years old in a Playboy Mansion,
that's just automatically a charge, isn't it?
You're fucking.
This is the case that's being described as the linchpin that triggered everything going forward. So, but for this case, we wouldn't have the publicity that we have today. And the
this
issue.
Is old. Okay, this is not them trying to get him.
This isn't a new accusation, but it's just that it was improperly filed and a judge is letting the case proceed. That's the news for today.
Yeah, before it was improperly filed, but now somehow it wasn't?
No, it's...
black people
it wasn't that she didn't get the right paperwork together.
Hold on, to be fair, this is 2 guilty black people you mentioned.
No
big loss if
Who
they
was
did
the other
that.
one?
OJ, who, by the way, I didn't know this.
Wait, he was acquitted in court that we believe in, the court that we support.
Dude, he
got off.
He did that shit.
But he won in court. He did it, man.
If we don't support the courts, nigga, what we got?
He lost the civil suit, which is what this is.
So now you got to say the same thing because he lost the civil suit.
No, civil suit, you need less evidence.
Yeah, preponderance of the evidence.
By the way, to go they, it's like, so then the Goldman family sued him in court. Like, who's they?
I'm just saying this. If you do something big and get off as a black person, you ain't going to be off for long. That's all I'm saying.
But whoever fucking wants to sue you and get you still, if it's a murder.
It was this case just in California where this dude kidnapped the chick. The chick told the cops.
Right.
And they was like, nah, I won't believe you. Right. And then they have to find his phone at another fucking rape and kidnapping to believe her first story. Thought that it was a whole lie.
So wait, what are you saying?
He's still free.
It's like Al Capone. They got him on taxes.
Yeah, it's an Al Capone thing. You're exactly right.
Yeah, he was a dirty wop, so that was a nigga of the day. So go ahead, finish.
He got off on every murder and every drug trafficking, everything.
Look, he was a dirty wop.
Got him on taxes.
Look, let's just agree.
That's how they looked at him. Dirty wop.
Sherrod, let's just agree on what we agree on. These are all niggers.
Whoa.
Oh, Joy, let's punch him in the face. I can't reach him. Punch the nigga.
So, but OJ, I was watching this thing about that because the cops, the reason they couldn't convict him is because the cops, I didn't know how much.
Because he didn't do it.
Yeah, I don't think OJ did it, man.
Because he didn't do it.
Well, here's how I know he did it. Never mind any DNA, anything. He just drove for an hour in his fucking van with his gun to his head. That's what you do because you did it.
I would do that at my breakup of my relationship right now.
He's black, man.
Nobody
it's very scary.
He got off with Johnny Cochran. No one who can afford Johnny Cochran. And OJ wasn't with you before this happened. OJ
he was with me. I went to USC.
OJ was a naked gun, so he had ascended to whiteness. And here's how I know he had. Because he beat the fuck out of Nicole Simpson from the start of them dating.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if people know this. The amount he beat the shit out of this girl.
But it wasn't all beating.
That's how white he had gotten, that he was allowed to beat the daylights out of a white woman as much as he wanted. He wasn't satisfied with that. He had to kill her on top of it.
Good.
And, well, he's guilty. So whatever. He's guilty.
He wasn't guilty. He was innocent.
So you're saying
you keep saying he was guilty, but he wasn't convicted or guilty. He wasn't.
He wasn't guilty.
Your opinion, he's guilty. That's an opinion. I get it.
Yes, not guilty in court. We're both in agreement on that. But we all know he did it, is what I'm saying.
I don't think he did it, man.
I don't know.
I don't think he did it personally. He might have been behind it.
Who knows?
If you read his book, If I Did It,
do you know the theory?
He explains how he would have done it. It sounds like he did it.
Listen, I read Mein Kampf, but the motherfucker still denied the fucking Holocaust.
Do you know the theory that OJ's son did it and OJ just covered up for him?
Yeah, I heard that theory.
Because OJ's son had like split personality. And
I heard that.
Well, as soon as you say split personality with anything, I go, yeah, it's not a thing. There is no such goddamn thing as that. That is such a thing out of the fucking movies. But your husband beating you every day because he's insanely jealous and killing you.
But just because you beat a woman, I'm just playing devil's advocate. Just because you beat a woman don't mean you'll kill a woman.
Oh,
just because you hit him don't mean you kill him.
That's 100% right.
Right.
That's 100% true.
That's a long highway between those two.
That's how I always thought about OJ before I was watching this thing about their life together, and then after I saw, I was like, "Oh no, he's going to kill her one day."
Well, did they ever show?
That's not. It wasn't like a simple Chris Brown.
Did y'all ever hear about the killer was? It was like a trained killer. Like the person who killed her, like they cut him so perfect he couldn't scream. You know that, right? Like, it was perfect. It was murder.
Buddy, if you fucking just stab somebody up really good, you think it takes...
Well, let's test that theory. Like, somebody give me a knife.
No, they cut their vocal cords. That's
by the way, I just...
Like, whoever did it is trained.
My son had a knife collection.
Hold on. Just up until now, just so you know, I assumed you guys were just fucking with me.
I am fucking with you.
Yeah, so I don't know, but then
don't say that he's in it, though. You can't listen. It's a whole bunch of guilty motherfuckers walking around. So why pull out OJ on this? It's a bunch of niggas walking around free. Everyone white, black, and indifferent.
If they're guilty, who's the fucking guy with the black eyes that they just got?
I think he was behind it. I don't think he did it.
No, he did it. Who's the guy? He's the violent. He's a piece of shit. I mean, he really good that they got him with that. I had no idea the extent of what a human. He just terrorized this chick and then cut her fucking head off when she tried to have some happiness. Fuck him. He deserves everything he got. But I had no idea.
She deserved what she got too.
Not even a little bit.
Chasing his fucking black dick, bitch. You living on for hog and then you going on dates in this nigga car?
Okay, well I was surprised.
Yeah, you going on dates in this motherfucker? He bought you all this shit. You think it's not going to be no consequences,
dude?
And it's a dude who already beat you up. You don't think it's going to be consequences?
Dude, he had her.
The fuck out of here. No innocent victims in this.
First of all, he had her. She probably could have done something smarter, but not dated him in the first place.
Yeah,
which I'm surprised. I'm surprised to hear you take the ATV commute.
And did Tina Turner and say, "Keep your money. I want to keep my name. That's all I need."
It was, "I'll murder you if you leave." Before it ever got to her having all. When they were listen, from the start. He had her fucking afraid to go or someone's going to die. That bad. I had no idea.
I had a couple relationships like that.
How do you get there? Like,
because he's an asshole. That's how.
He's definitely an ass. He's an ass.
All this, how do you get there? That's all shit I might have said.
Is the pussy that good? Is it that good?
It was.
No, he's a fucking, that's a guy, any guy like that, that's like that Joe Pesci, like, don't look at nobody, I'll kill you. That's a fucking.
He's so in love with me.
That's a real insecure dude. And if he's a fucking testosterone-filled jock with that kind of insecurity,
I agree.
You're in big fucking trouble.
It's not what dude does that to a chick and she stays. That makes me realize like the possibilities of like how big of a dick I could actually become in my relationship.
Not you, Jordan. Jordan, you're 5 feet tall. You're not gonna be able to.
Okay. Every time I hear about that shit, I'm like, damn, I could probably curse her out and she'd like come right back.
When you manage to find this tinier woman, you can do that too.
No, my girl's actually shorter than me. My girl's actually shorter.
Who's your girl again?
She's not in the comic. She's just I won't give her a name.
Did I meet her?
Yeah, you met her.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. What's your girl's address again?
You're like, give her all the information out.
I'm just very high.
Oh yeah, she's smaller than me.
Jay's innocent, nigga. Deal with it. Is your courts?
I don't have
use your courts.
I have to deal with shit. The court evened it out eventually.
That's dirty shit.
The wheels of justice turn slow, but they always turn.
That's some dirty shit.
I don't.
They put him in jail for life by going to get his memorabilia.
I don't listen. That's funny. That's the funny. But I don't disagree. But listen, I don't disagree with you that like of people getting away with a thing. Yeah. If you're black, they're more likely to make sure they get you eventually.
Even if you're guilty or innocent, no matter.
Well, whatever. But like, I don't shed a tear that like it's not fair that more white guilty guys go free. Like, good. I'm glad they got those guilty black ones. I'm not like, we'll let them go now because like.
But no, we'll just balance it out. But balance it out. No, keep the ones you got, but get the ones you ain't get because you give them some type of privilege or a second look.
Well,
or
whenever there's
easier
a thing,
out.
Whenever there's a thing like that, if they don't get whoever it is, especially if it's a racial thing, if whoever it is that did it doesn't get gotten by the law somehow, there's always someone else that has to be like their race crime Jesus.
Yeah.
That takes like the beating or something like or another killing. Like, do you notice that when the guy get like what's his name when
Rodney King,
and then Reginald Denny was like had to be the
and that's
beating
what's so
Jesus.
fucked up about it. Yeah,
but there's always a thing like that, and
that's the sad part when people who are not even connected to it, the innocent fucking bystanders of it, just happen to be a certain color, get fucking beat.
Well, dude, holy shit. So I have Rodney King like. And that's another one I didn't know a lot of shit about when it happened. Rodney King, but his book I have because my mom called me randomly. I was like, I want you to go pick up. There's like a Rodney King book signing. This is before he died.
Was he Jehovah? I think he might have been Jehovah.
Right, man goes, I want you to go get Rodney King's book and see if you can get it signed. I'm like, what? Why?
Signed by Rodney King?
Yeah, he was at the signing.
Oh.
Because this is my mom randomly asking for this most bizarre. That's how my mom asked for like weird shit. Like, so I'm like, what? He's like, he was a Jehovah's Witness, Rodney King.
Right, that's what I know. Yeah.
So I couldn't. I think I had to work, but Sade got it. So they fucking went to the signing and got it signed.
She probably walked right in front of the line with that fucking afro.
Yeah, Sade, she's great at shit.
Right this way, ma'am.
Yeah, and signed, got it. So then I didn't see my mom, so I read the Rodney King book about his thing. It's very interesting, and like that dude really got a raw deal.
Oh, and then even after the beating,
then the cops. But then something happened. It ended up then getting handled. Do you remember that? After they were acquitted, and he ended up getting a lot of money. And the reason he did
the civil suit.
He wrote this in the book. The reason he did was because George Bush, the first Bush, was outraged that the cops got off. Yeah. And so he did some shit to fix it to make sure that he could sue them for like millions of dollars. Yeah. Like he had this whole long thank you to George H.W. Bush. Yeah. Wasn't that weird fucking like.
But here's the thing with George H.W. Bush. He took care of like crooked law enforcement motherfuckers his whole career. He was the head of the CIA for a couple years.
Yeah. Well, if any head of the CIA, that's going to be your job.
But he policed a lot of shit.
Yeah.
A lot of motherfuckers who got badges who get away with shit.
But I'll bet him, that dude comes off to me, especially after meeting his son, Jesus. That guy was more of a like, as much of a by-the-book guy as that probably gets.
It's a shame that we learn more about all the presidents after they already But you'll see, holy shit, this guy's cool. Even with Bob Dole. Right. I like Bob Dole after I fucking met him after he ran. This motherfucker was hilarious.
Right.
He was
even
smart as shit.
But like, even Nixon did all.
He had a dead hand, though. That one dead arm really threw America off.
Yeah, you can have
he had the dead arm.
You can have a retarded hand. I mean, don't.
But he had the pen in it all the time. It's like, nigga, take the pen out.
The pen makes it look like more of a problem.
Yes.
Oh, that guy's always ready to jot something down. He never knows if he has to take notes.
TTG, man. He's TTG. He's trained to go.
Motherfucker.
Who has a pen? I know you do, Bob. Yeah, it's not right. I look like a fucking.
We really need to know these guys, but the thing is that we don't get an opportunity to really see them as people when they first running. You have to see a candidate.
That's why,
and that sucks.
That's what it is. Whoever, when they're a candidate, it's never going to be them. It's going to be whoever designs them for you to see.
Right.
And then whoever the opponent makes them out to be.
Right.
So you don't even know who actual people are until you.
That's the shame. That's what's going on right now. This presidential race. You don't really know who these motherfuckers are. I watched something on Ricky Rubio or Trump, but I watched some shit on Ricky Rubio. I know this motherfucker had a kid, had a wife, and he coached football, Little League football.
Trump really made it so apparent. It's what is like the good thing about even he's like a dipshit is he made it so obvious that you don't really know who any of these candidates are until they're in by making himself just himself up out of it. And so you know what I mean? Because you'll forget about it. Well, if they're all the same way, you forget about it because it blurs all together, and you just like, oh, this is how they all talk. But one just guy talking how he regularly talks next to them really makes you see how phony they are, right?
Yeah.
But then like, how do you get elected if you're not like that? Because Obama, he was a guy people were like, this guy's different. Like, that's what I felt about it. I'm like, I know he plays politics, but he seems different than all these guys. And then, and now the mutate. Well, that also, but definitely that also. But I mean, just how he would talk.
I agree.
Like, this guy's like I like him. All
he had
that
the
shit.
gift. He had the gift of gab, and he got it out.
Have a beer with the guy shit. He had all that.
The beer summit.
Maybe have a joint with him. He was like that.
Yeah.
A president I don't have a joint
Even
with.
George W. Bush, I thought was a lot cooler after he got in office.
So then he gets in office, and he's like a straight up regular politician. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the big disappointment, right?
They all are. But you got to play the game to be in the game.
Well, they also wanted to like get. I wish he had just played more. I wish he hadn't tried to be like, we're all going to get along, because he should have seen ahead of time. They just want to kill you. No, don't even give him a little bit. Dude.
I knew exactly when Obama got elected president. I said to myself, I knew that shit on the streets for black people was going to get tough. Yeah, because all these racists who don't want him there, they're going to take it out on the closest black person to him. They ain't going to get to Obama. They ain't gonna get to the White House, but they can get to me.
Well,
nigga.
Guess what? Everyone, you think hoodies are dangerous for black men? Please don't put on mom jeans because you're twice as likely to take some heat
for mom jeans.
But anyway, Trump's like he's like a mutate, like that feeling of Obama of like here's a guy that's different. Trump's like the new mutation of that feeling. From last time. And now it turned into a different strain of something.
Like for Fox News, Trump is Fox News' Frankenstein's monster.
Dude, it's like how
they scared of him. But they created them.
Well, but
they created the nigga.
But we all kind of did because
we all had a piece in it.
It's not just the Fox News thing. It's also the wanting a guy who's different feeling, right?
Yeah.
It's that. So
out the box.
Yeah.
Got your own money, so you can't stop him like that.
Yeah.
He paid for all of his own shit.
Yeah,
Speak his mind.
Stronger thing.
He's the billionaire that we all would be. A loud fucking blowhard, nigga.
But if you watch, I was watching videos of him talking about other Republicans. I'm telling you, he's really fucking charming and funny. Like
yes.
Now there's a lot of things you hear.
He fired me on TV, nigga. You ain't got to tell me that he's charming. He's got it. He's got it.
If you hear fucking sound bites of him and all the shit that people are mad about, which are all, by the way, ridiculous, awful things that he says, they're fucking like, I'm telling you, that's just what you're getting trickled down because you're not a fan of him. You're probably not hanging on his every word.
Right.
I mean, I don't even watch it. I just enjoy. I really do. Maybe it's not cool of me, but I'm like, yeah, let's burn it down. I can survive that. Let's burn the whole fucking thing down with Trump. I'll be fine.
Burn the whole country down.
Yeah, everybody needs people telling jokes. So just do the fun. I want to see the people that try to stop me from saying jokes. I want to say.
Yeah.
I want them to have much bigger things to worry about
than us.
And I want it to be Trump.
I agree.
And now that fucking war bride he has talks. That would be the first lady. I didn't even think of that before.
Melania.
Bologna?
Melania.
Oh, Melania.
It's not Valona from fucking Good Times.
Whatever fucking crazy.
She's one of the best looking humans I've ever seen in my life.
Dude,
like eye the flesh looking.
Dude, for all first ladies up till now, like, no, even the ones that are supposed to be like the glamorous. That's the best you could say. They're glamorous.
Michelle Obama looked like fucking Nell Carter next to Melania Trump.
Like this. I just first of all want to see his first lady set the bar so high for first ladies looks wise.
Michelle Obama looked like Precious next to fucking Melania Trump. She's Precious next to Melania.
Please make that the first lady. I want to know what her project is so bad. Can you imagine what her dummy project is?
Yeah,
I help retarded dogs, small dogs who suffer from.
She's gonna be the fight against cuticles. Yeah, we gotta take a break. We just gotta take a quick break. We're coming back with Joe from Wrestling Soup.
Yeah, I can't wait.
He'll be on. Can't wait. He's gonna call in. It's gonna be a fucking good time. Thanks.
Hi, buddy.
Race Wars, baby.
Race Wars. We'll be right back.
Junkyard Dog, Mark Henry, Bobo Brazil.
Did you read the...
That's that Mac Miller with The Weeknd. What's going on?
I like that, dude. Did you see they got T Good's tweet?
What did he say? T Good?
At Sherrod Small. Damn, man, ever since you gave Kurt Metzger his nigga pass, that dude riding that bike till the wheels fall off.
Yeah, that's really always the problem. That's always the problem when you...
You know what? That would be a problem. Hold on.
I think Kurt is he actually does it at the right time. Kurt's very
that's what I want to bring it. But look, I just want to bring up, how far does this bike ride, buddy? I only got, not even a block on it.
Nah, you went pretty far.
The wheel fell off?
You went pretty far, man.
We got two niggas out.
That's pretty far. That's a little lap around. Yeah. At least.
Are we talking about the ER or the A one though?
The A. But you do it when it's the right timing. Timing's everything.
But you want to get one time. You want to get one time a day. That's the thing. That's the secret. You want to get one great time a day. Like you gotta really hold it on. You gotta really hold it on to it. You can't burn it.
I want to explore.
Let me get Joe into this conversation. Let me call Joe. Joe's here. Joe.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, Joe. Hold on, Joe. I'm guessing.
Welcome to the show, brother.
Yeah, can I ask you a question? I'm guessing at the WWF, your nigga passes lasted a long time.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Believe me, we have to watch our language now, since basically the spokesman for all of professional wrestling jammed his foot directly in his mouth.
And that's Hulk Hogan?
Yeah. Listen, wow. It was like Jim McMahon was God and Hulk Hogan was wrestling Jesus. That fucking.
And first of all, Hulk Hogan even stuck his foot in his mouth when he's trying to explain why he stuck his foot in his mouth.
Yeah. No, you don't understand me. I just don't want my daughter with some dirty.
But
no, I can explain this.
Now, Joe, how long were you wrestling? You were a wrestling referee?
Yeah. For about probably since the time I was 16 till I was about 28. Wow. And then I slowed down because, adult life hits you like a brick wall. That's why I have to call in here. I'd love to be down there in New York, but I'm up here in lovely Boston.
Right.
But, yeah, I did that for about 10 years. I started when I was 16, and I did a lot of refereeing. It was independent wrestling for the most part.
Now, I'm sure you saw some. You saw some great stories. You lived it. You saw some behind-the-scenes shit.
Yeah.
Going on. We got Andrew Goldstein here, too, and he's a big wrestling fan.
Former WWE creative, 2006.
Yeah. He's one of the producers on Race Wars. And he brought up some stories for me. I don't know if you know about him. What's the first story, Andrew, about the...
Well, I said Hogan, but we could talk about Jimmy Snuka.
Yeah, the Snuka shit.
Oh, Snuka. Well, you know what? I think for the most part, the whole thing with Snuka and killing the girl and all that,
right?
That's sort of been a known thing for the last 20 years or so. I don't think anybody that was around wrestling was really surprised by that.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to see Kurt's outrage about Jimmy Superfly Snuka killing his girl. Where's your rage like OJ, nigga? He killed the girl. He's still free.
Well, first of all, a white man named Opie personally caught him.
He caught him. Opie did bring him to justice on this show.
You don't get any,
on Opie and Jimmy show.
You don't get any whiter representative of white than that. A guy with red hair named Opie, bringing him in.
Opie took him down. That is true.
If you are looking for the racism in that story, it goes back to when initially the cops came and showed up when the woman was killed. I guess Vince McMahon was standing there he was like his interpreter.
Wait, so Vince McMahon was on the scene of the murder?
Yep.
What? Because that was Snuka's...
No, they said once Vince McMahon came, like, the case went cold, right?
Yeah, he paid everybody off.
Let Joe finish. Wait.
Wow.
Let Joe finish. Go ahead, Joe. Tell the story. This is crazy.
So basically the story was that the cops are sitting there, or the cops show up, and Vince is sitting there with Snuka. And the cops come in, and they're like, what happened? And Snuka all of a sudden, like, turns into Ooga Booga mode.
Oh, no speaking of English.
Oh, wow.
Going, me don't know what happened. I don't know.
Wait.
He bam-bammed his way out of that. He bam-bammed it.
Was that what he said, or are you just imitating him? What exactly did the accent did he try to use, or language?
That island, that Pacific Island shit that he is.
I'm assuming it was more of a
Samoan.
Because
he's like Tonga, Samoan.
Is he Tongan? Is that what he is?
I banged a nice Tongan too back in college, nigga.
What was his name?
Everything. His name was Tong Tong. Boy, could his dick wear a dress. All right, go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry. Finish the story.
No, I mean, that's the steak and potatoes.
So, the thing is that Snuka, before he called the cops or 911, they called Vince McMahon, because I'm assuming Vince McMahon was not on the scene when he was killing the girl.
Yeah, Vince was the cleaner.
He needed a white guy there. You don't want a dead girl and no white guy around.
Yeah, and you got a curly Jerry curl, and you from Tonga somewhere, godless. Some godless island in the Pacific.
The funny thing is like, if you want to really get into wrestling and race, that's probably like maybe the fifth least racist story, or probably not even in the top 5.
Well, damn, let's count them down, Joe. Let's count them down.
I do, because here's the thing about wrestling for all the racists, because Sherrod, I like your joke when Hogan, when he got that tape came out about him, like Vince McMahon, the creator of Yokozuna, and
yes.
But that shit is like there's like racist cartoon stereotypes of people, but it's almost like wrestling's like the least harmful way to get that shit out, because
I think people need to jokingly get it out.
But the fans are especially wrestling, man. People all races are like will start getting into with each other on wrestling, especially.
I agree.
Right, and then the like it's Hulk versus Iran or whatever kind of that weird shit people have in them.
Yeah,
they do work it out through wrestling.
It's a weird us-them mentality in humans.
Wrestling is almost like kind of a positive way for that, because it really ultimately they're all if you watch the cartoon, all the racist stereotypes are hanging out together on the same action jet to adventure. It ultimately kind of brings people together. But I'm sure you're talking about like the racist shit of
behind the scenes,
behind the scenes, and
So what was the fourth most racist thing? If you said that was the fifth,
all right. And this is not even ancient history.
Okay.
Right now, currently on WWE television, I don't know if you guys
the New Day. Don't talk.
Well, I wouldn't say the New Day is really that. I mean, they're kind of jazz handy, shooky jive.
I hate them, man. I hate them. Every time I see them, I'm like, why? They do dumb dances at the end. They hump the ground.
You know who R-Truth is? Have you seen this guy?
Yeah, I hate R-Truth too.
All right, first of all, he comes out rapping and singing the lyrics to Whoop, There It Is.
Oh. So he's dated. He's a racial stereotype 25 years ago.
Don't they give him a real chain? Don't he come down with a real chain on his neck?
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, he's afraid of spiders, and he can't spell.
Kurt and OJ's in jail.
Yeah, but worse was the tag team. This tag team was created when I was there. It was 2 black guys, and they called them Crime Time.
Yeah.
But they changed the I's to Y's.
So they weren't criminals.
They were basically crying.
Criminals.
So, I mean, that's probably number 4.
Wait, but dude, you know what's great?
So number 4 is
here's what I love, because to come up, it's so hard to come up with like a racist stereotype now that you can like, I guess, get away with, for lack of a better term. Like even Transformers, when they had the dreadlock robot.
Oh yeah.
Like Huckle and Buck or whatever they were. But now the genius of that, that he's like this gangster, but then he's afraid of spite. Like just the racism of that beautiful race, because that's like somebody heard something about black people.
Yeah,
all the
like
time.
scared of spiders or magic.
Wait, is that in the match? Like, is that in the match? Like, do they pull spiders out in the match and he's scared of them?
Hold on, you're not afraid of magic?
No, Aziz. Dumb Aziz joke.
Was that Aziz's joke?
Well, he's one of the people. Yeah, I heard him say that before.
Well, that's because he does do magic.
It's like
he found the Shankra stones.
He's like that reaction because he used to watch the Chris Angel or whatever, who was walking the streets and black people would react like this, but we react the same at Def Jam comedy.
If they go to his fucking wait, hold on.
You think we scared of jokes?
Wait a minute. If they go to whatever country Aziz came in that suitcase
there
from,
would be their god. In India,
he would be fucking worshipped as a god.
They worship cows. These people.
Oh my god.
My ex-girlfriend's in
They worship cows and Aziz.
You can't put a finger on it.
Well, anyway, that racism of being afraid of spiders is hilarious. That's
particular racism. That's studied and learned from generational.
That's like somebody must have called me to do punch-ups for WWE.
I'm saying, do they drop the spiders in the ring, though? Does that,
It was a short-lived...
Oh, no.
They never brought it in.
He better not fight Jake the Spider.
So what's the next racist story? You got another one, don't you?
All right, I'm
several.
Kind of jumping all over wrestling's timeline now, but there's a known history in wrestling, or just a known thing, that for a long time there were territories, which it wasn't WWE, it wasn't WCW, it wasn't a big company. They were just like these little small areas where they ran.
Right.
And it was very self-regulating, and I was thinking about when you guys were talking. I think it was either last week or the week before, where black comics, they have their clubs. And it's like they don't want to give up their spot.
Right.
But there was a notoriously known thing in territories where it was you have one black guy. And
and so it was only one.
Hey, that's our black guy. Get away from me.
So it was only one black guy in each territory, and that's how the wrestling was separated. So you couldn't even break in as a black wrestler.
Oh, no, and they wouldn't want you there either. And I'm not saying the white fans, the other black wrestlers, they would look at you and they would say, dude, get the fuck out of here. I'm the black guy.
That's crabs in a barrel shit, because they force a black man to be in that position.
You know like that, two Negro in here.
Two in stereo, they can't take it.
You better get back up to Maryland.
Even a tag team, he had to fight tag team, but they wanted him to fight by himself.
Dude, you know what this sounds like? It sounds like the comedy circuit in South Jersey.
It does.
You mean the Pickle Man and what's his name?
That's why you brought it up, because it's the same kind of mentality, like one girl per show, one black dude per show.
No, it's such similar shit to low end comedy. It sounds so similar, with this, the tracks you're on.
It's the same shit.
And the same guys fighting it out in their little market where you're like, one guy's the top guy.
Yes. And whenever you go to somebody's dumb little town, they got to show you the feature. Got to show you that it's his town.
Dude, you know what he sounded like? He sounded like when Jimmy Martinez was here last week talking about.
That's what he said. That's why he referred. He referred to the black rooms that we was talking about last week.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same mentality. Crabs in a barrel shit. They give one opportunity the same way they give a girl. They probably have one female wrestler down there. There's one Mona per territory.
Well, that dude, what's his name? Who T-Boot. The one who said I was riding the bike,
Oh,
he just said,
T-Good.
T-Good, yeah, he just said ask if this is a racist moment. And I think it's John Cena saying the N-word.
Oh, let's hear it.
Yeah, I can maybe play it on my phone into this, but...
Do you remember that? That old joke?
There's a lot of that. You have Vince McMahon said it. You had Booker T say it, obviously.
No, but this looks
Booker
like...
T don't count.
I don't know what this is going to be, if it's going to be part of his character. VKM says the N-word,
That's
John.
Vince saying it, not John Cena. Vince says it to John Cena.
What? Really?
Yeah, he does. I did see that.
Wait.
I did see that.
He was doing a bit.
Now, Joe.
He was making fun of John Cena.
Joe, you know this video we about to see?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
But to be
What's the content?
Fair, he was heavy on the AH. It was not a full Hogan.
I have to hear it. I have to listen to it.
Listen, we're going to play it right now. What's up, boss?
Oh, that was probably just some dumb joke.
Yeah, it was
what I'm about to hear is the dumbest.
They always say that a dumb joke.
You know what's going to be offensive about this? It's going to be
not a dumb joke anymore, yo.
It's gonna, no, this is going to sound like your vice principal rapping not to do drugs. That's what this is going to sound like.
Yes.
That's how it's going to hurt.
That's exactly what it is.
What's up, boss? How you doing? Yeah. What's good in the hood? Just hold it down, trying to take care of business.
Not good.
Keep it up, I'm a nigga.
Fuck him.
Now play the Booker T one with Hulk Hogan.
No. And him clowning around.
But what was...
How's his wife a senator?
What's the punchline of it?
How does that
is that
work?
the punchline, or does it like...
Oh, the punchline is then they pan over and
Booker T is there. And Booker T is there.
Keep it playing. Keep playing that clip.
Wow, does Booker T like hit him or something?
Tell me you
is it like a comeuppance joke or something?
Keep playing it. I want to see what Booker T says.
What's up, boss? How you doing? Yeah. What's good in the hood? Just holding it down, trying to take care of business. Keep it up, I'm a nigga.
He said so wrong. Look, there you go. There you go.
Keep it up, I'm a nigga.
So Booker T ain't do shit.
Well, oh my God! Wait a minute. So that's the scene. The scene is he says it and it pans over to a guy who just
I like this version. This version's great.
Take it off a super loop, nigga.
but also save that clip. But I thought it was going to be like he sees him like there's like a wrestling clothesline
right, and
or
Booker
something.
T was going to hit him or something.
But instead it just pans over to what Booker having his feelings hurt.
He'd be like, I can't say nothing to the boss. I can't say nothing to the boss.
Wait, here's the sketch.
Wow.
I'm gonna go up to John Cena. I'm gonna say the N-word. Pan to you, but you can't say it. You look hurt. All right, there.
How many takes you think they did on that? How many takes you think they took?
You know what?
They taped that before they even knew it was a thing. He was like, "Want to keep that?"
I think he improv those scenes.
So improv.
I think he timed when Booker was coming around the hall to improv that.
Did you write that?
Disturbing.
No, but that's literally how Vince would break down a scene. The way Kurt just did it.
What is I gonna do?
Joe? Joe's okay.
In reflection, can I make that number 2?
Yes.
That sounds,
shit, he's gonna be happy. He tweeted that. Now it made the list at number 2.
And number 2, John. Okay, we got to get that going viral right now.
All right, Joe.
All right.
By the way,
number 3. Let's keep going.
Let me tell you something. It's good that dude tweets that because I'd much rather somebody say something like that than make us fucking blog later. Like, you won't believe. Like, I'd rather somebody like, hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
You see, and I'd have to say, if I'd have to go number 1 of like the top 5,
right?
And this is one of the most disputed ones too. As far as WWE is concerned, not once ever has there been a black champion.
Yeah, what's that about?
Not one.
All right, so there's some good things about it.
What do you mean?
What about Tony Atlas?
No,
Tony Atlas
wasn't Booker T the five-time?
He was the world champion, but never the WWE heavyweight champion, the WWE title.
Racist.
What is that? But I don't know what the titles are.
Why do we want to take the? Why do we not want the Rock to be black?
What's the one that Andre the Giant fought Hulk Hogan for? That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the heavyweight one.
The one that Hogan had for all those years.
Yeah.
And then what's the world championship?
But they say because the Rock.
TV belt?
It's like. The
Rock is black.
Yeah, but
The Rock is black. Why are y'all trying to take The Rock from us?
Yeah, why
are you trying to take the best years of my life?
The Rock is other.
No, he's black.
Get out of here.
Other, my friend.
He had a high top fade back in the day. He's black as can be.
Let me tell you something. The Rock is a black dude. That's
exactly. Like, why do you take him from us?
Maybe you got to do that to get yourself to sleep. But that's a black dude. I know a lot of black dudes just like him.
I just want to know, because people say black folk country, so just in your black kingdom, so the people of Hawaii are in there.
Yes.
Yeah, but his father's not from Hawaii. Where y'all getting that from?
Yeah, but
his mother. No, one parent might be. One parent is totally African American.
They're both islanders.
That's not true.
Oh,
no, I think it is.
Not true.
The dad is Rocky Johnson. The dad is Rocky Johnson, full black. And
full what?
Full black.
And the mom's an enormous pineapple woman.
And the mom is a Pacific Islander.
Okay, so the father's full black. So I'm right. So that's a black dude.
I thought his dad was Coco.
What is Obama? If nigga, you see him walking down the street, you gonna say, "Hey, look at that Biden's racial."
No,
nigga, that's a black dude.
Any black parents at all? I had no idea.
Yeah,
He's an island man.
His father's a black dude.
Welcome back, Rock. You're black.
Father's just a regular black dude, big black dude.
But it's about how they identify. Obama identifies as a black man. Rock identifies as a Pacific Islander.
He identifies as whatsoever's going to get him paid in the WWF, and he won't be a champion if he's black. So yeah, he's going to identify like you said.
I'm just saying.
I'm just letting you know that he had to do that bullshit just to be the champ. He's a black dude.
Just to be a champ. Look at his arm. Look at his half of his body.
He's Canadian.
Tony Atlas was huge too. Why he never won?
I'm talking about the tattoos.
Look at Mike Tyson's tattoo. What does that represent?
It's Pacific Islander heritage tattoos.
So the fuck what? That don't make you who he is.
Wait, here's my question.
He's not Samoan.
If you find out someone turns out not to be black, is there like this crazy ripple through the black community that you all feel inside?
No.
You
know what? I was
very
upset.
passionate.
You know what I thought was black?
The Rock had to play that dance and play that game so he could be the champ. That's why he bigged up the Pacific thing.
Dude, I don't give a shit. I don't feel like I win something either way here.
His father looked like Rock from the show Rock, nigga.
Yeah, but whenever this argument...
I've never seen his father. I thought he was...
You never seen his dad?
I thought he was that headbutt, that guy, the Cocoa Butt guy. Who's that?
Coco Beware.
Coco Beware.
I thought his dad was Coco Beware, I swear to God.
Because that's what he had to play up. Joe, can you back me up on this?
This is news to me that his dad is not...
Sherrod.
Yes.
This is a big reason why I brought this up, because this is one of the wrestling's most disputed racial things.
Crazy.
The only reason why it perpetuates as a debate is because Rock never comes out and says, wait a second, I'm the first black champion. He doesn't identify that.
That's why he's always on the BT Awards and all that shit, saying, hey, I'm the wrestling champ.
Yeah, but he doesn't
They won't fucking identify.
You'll
I thought I
never
saw
see
Jeff
it
Jarrett on those
documented
awards.
that The Rock is the first WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
I know.
He's not considered a black man
by them.
Can I ask
he
or himself?
And by himself because he's a wrestler.
Sherrod.
You wouldn't want to be identified as it.
I want to ask Joe something.
If you want to be the champ.
Joe, do you think that that Vince McMahon is aware of that he's part black and trying to file it away in case anybody goes, how come there's never been a black champion?
That question gets asked all the time.
Totally.
And then Vince will go, there's The Rock. And then but he doesn't want to say there's a black one because he doesn't want one. But if he gets called on it, then he can say
yes.
The Rock.
Oh, easily, yes. Easily.
Yeah,
wow, this looks like Fred fucking...
Let Joe, what do you say,
who's the guy from all those blaxploitation movies? Fred, Truck Turner?
Fred Armor? What?
Not Fred Armisen.
Fred Williamson.
Yeah, his dad looks like
Fred
Williamson.
like a cock diesel Fred Williamson.
I thought his dad was had a grass skirt.
No, but that's what they play up. Plus, he wanted to be the champ. I get it.
What about all the years after?
Wow, he looked exactly like Fred Williams. There, he looks like the other dude.
Look what happened years after with Hulk Hogan. They'll wipe you from the fucking history books.
That's not what I was saying.
I know, but listen. Go ahead, Joe. What you were saying? I'm sorry.
I was going to say, all right, well,
he had to hide it. Wait, he had to hide his black heritage as if it were Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. Hulk Hogan probably said, I want no niggas with this belt.
Well, no, I mean, I brought this up because
that's his nickname for Brooke.
Go ahead,
one of the most argued statements that people have, whether it be fans or people that just casually view it, is they go, there's never been a black champion. And somebody else had mentioned, they'd said the WCW champion, which the WCW belt in the eyes of like actual wrestling historians at this point, if you could call it that.
You mean Gary? I don't know.
Yeah. It's kind of like saying your shitty supermarket has the best sheet cake. It's nothing to be proud of. It's not that good. It's just blah. But this is legitimately one of those things that wrestling fans get into about.
Well, maybe this is just one sport that a black guy's not going to win the championship.
Because of the white riders?
Dude, they have to have a black champion. It looks even. I guess now that wrestling's fake, they don't have to let black people win.
It's always been fake. What do you mean now that it's fake?
Now that they admit it's fake, they don't have to. Is that why he admitted it was fake? So they wouldn't have to let a black guy win?
Maybe because you on the difference. Yeah, probably.
It's the only way to keep it white.
He's like, no, this is a comedy sketch show. We can pick who we want, man.
It's supposed to be wacky.
It's the groundlings.
For a really long time. One of the big reasons why they never made a guy the champion was because they would use the old adage, well, he doesn't need to be. He's a big enough star without the champion.
That is some dirty shit.
Yeah.
Who needs to be the champion? Who needs to be? Like, who is it?
Like, no, in general, like, who would ever need to be?
Like, for his purposes, who needs to be the champion?
For Vince McMahon?
Yeah, like, who does he put in? Because I'm sure, especially racially, if it's unfair, it's probably unfair in, like, 70 other different levels. Like, what's his thing? This is going to be the champion.
It's going back and forth from, like, John Cena
but back in the day, it was the guy with the best body and the physique and he's tall and
then how did Tony Atlas never get it? He had the best body in wrestling ever, probably.
A, he was black, and B, he couldn't talk the way Hulk Hogan could talk.
I knew it was the black reason. I knew it was the black reason.
You know, the interview shit.
Yeah, the interview thing is serious.
But Booker T was a good interviewer. Like, he fucking made that. And also, he said the N-word in his interview.
It's a bunch of...
Booker T is great.
You can't leave out that Tony Atlas became a crack addict. That didn't really help.
No.
Yeah, I mean, after you hit the ceiling in his fucking occupation, a lot of things have happened.
When did he become a crack addict? I don't know about Tony Atlas, by the way. I only know so much.
He had the best body. Was that nigga not the most diesel human?
You want to hear some racist shit about Tony Atlas? Years later, when he was down on his luck and in his 40s, Vince brought him back as Saba Simba in a full-on African,
oh my God,
African like headdress and loincloth.
Saba Simba.
In the era where
Simba. That's worse than saying the word nigga. That's worse than saying nigga. That's worse than Vince McMahon saying nigga.
Yeah,
Him bringing back a dude who sacrificed himself for you, and he's coming back because you know he need the money.
And we do that all the time.
And you would dress this motherfucker up as some African fucking bush person.
And everybody knew it was Tony Atlas, and he was just Saba Simba.
That is the saddest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it was.
I will kill a room full of people before I do that. Honestly.
As Saba Simba.
As Saba Simba, yeah.
But you know what, though? This shit still happens, and this is another thing, another modern example of what's going on WWE television is, I'm sure have you guys heard of the show Total Divas?
Oh, yes, I watch it all the time. I love Total Divas with the Bella Twins and Natty. Andrew hates Natty because she's too manly, but I think Natty's the coolest. She loves the cats.
I never watch
wants to fuck Natty.
I don't just want to hang at her house. Me and my girl, we can go hang at her house. Natty seems cool, but go ahead. What are you saying about it, Joe?
Well, she is a delicious, thick white girl, by the way.
She is. She's a solid little. She's
Which
like
one?
Natty. She's a little
Neidhart. She's Jim the Anvil Neidhart's daughter.
All right. That wasn't a slip up.
No, I meant to say it. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Well, right now, currently, those girls, the Bella Twins.
Yeah.
You know, I assume you guys know the terminology of heel and face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the heel and face terminology for those that are listening that aren't wrestling people, which is probably a lot. To be a heel is to kind of just be the bad guy.
Right.
And to be the baby face is clearly to be the good guy. Well, the Bella Twins, they play heels 90% of the time.
Yeah.
Take a guess when the 10% of the time they randomly play baby faces.
When
they compete against
blacks,
a group of 3 African American females known as Team Bad. And dangerous.
Now, who's the 3 girls who play that? Is it,
I like them chicks. Those chicks are dope.
One of them is Jimmy Snuka's daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tamina Snuka.
Yeah, she's
the girl that's married to the Uso brother.
Oh, yeah.
And the new girl, Sasha Banks.
It seems like they treat black people in the WWF like they treat when you like back in the day, like in the 70s or the early 80s, when you wouldn't go out for an audition and you're a black person and all you get to play is a street thug or a crook. That's the WWF.
We have some openings as playing the street. Please
Nobody came in as the executive.
Now, be very flat. I know your round asses will poke up, but please mash them into the ground.
But it seems like it didn't progress. It's still like trapped in the 70s when you're going like movie auditions. But you just gotta play.
Well, that's wrestling.
And it still happens now too.
I'm wrestling some throwback shit. The only thing it moves forward on are like stupid trends. But it's not like it's like a progressive thing. It's like what's the new hot garbage out there? We make something out of it. You know?
I missed the Attitude Era.
Yeah, me too.
That shit was dope.
When X-Pac was on.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
X-Pac was gonna call in today actually and talk with Joe. I told him Joe you was on.
X-Pac tore his pectoral muscle.
Yeah, he's out for
an injury.
Yeah.
But do you know the Mark Henry, Michael PSA story?
No, what?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah.
What is that?
Why don't you tell that one?
That is another classic racist story.
Oh, these are good. That's some good shit.
Since, of course, I haven't been blessed, I will censor this for the course of the program. At one point, Michael Hayes looked at Mark Henry and said, "I am more of an N-word than you are."
Oh.
Now,
who said that?
Mind you, Michael P.S. Hayes.
Michael Hayes used to be in a tag team called the Freebirds, and they used to paint their face like the Confederate flag. Mark Henry is the legit world's strongest man, 400-pound black guy, looks like Rick Ross.
Yes.
And Michael Hayes gets drunk at a WrestleMania after party and goes up to him and says, "I'm more of an N-word than you are."
And then did he beat him?
What was
happened?
he basing
Mark
it
Henry
on?
was a gentleman about it, and then went to HR and then Michael Hayes was like suspended and all kinds of things. He's back. They're both in the company now, but they do not.
I don't think the dude should have lost his job over it, but he should definitely be suspended. He should be suspended for that.
Getting suspended from work, that's awfully you-know-what-ish.
But is that really surprising from Michael Hayes?
You animal. You son of a bitch.
Is it really surprising from Michael Hayes, though?
No.
Not at all. I worked for the guy.
Yeah, I've only seen him. So I don't like...
It's not a good idea, I don't care what you do, to get drunk around co-workers. Unless you're really willing to go there.
Unless it's a job that you can't be fired from.
I say that to Sherrod all the time.
If you're the Pope, then get drunk as you want.
It's like, that's who you want to get weird with? The people you have to go in the morning and see again? Like,
yeah, you don't
Sherrod, is there any white person who could say that to you that you'd be cool with it?
Kurt.
And I'm not cool with it. He says it to me all the time. I don't care for it.
Because I know I'll make him uncomfortable with it.
I'm sick of Sherrod saying that to me, and then a cab passes me by as if to, like, punctuate his insult. I have to. I wake up every morning clutching my whiteness.
Yeah, but somebody can say that nigga. People say nigga, and I walk right away. I wouldn't even. It wouldn't control me. Like you can't say something to me and make me rage out. That's just a dumb thing to say. That's something somebody stupid would say.
Yeah, I mean, it really is something stupid to say.
Even to the person you're saying it to, they should not. How would you respond to that? Just laugh and fucking walk away because that person's dumb.
I mean, who would? That's
what Nicole Brown Simpson said to OJ, and then
that's what she gets. They'll turn your back on a fucking Heisman Trophy winner. Yeah, they'll slice your eye open.
They said
that was their dirty talk.
What's our next racist moments?
These are some good ones.
They're great. This is great that Joe called in.
I'm trying to think of some really good random ones here.
I want to know what's going on with Vince McMahon's daughter. And that whole nonsense. She's a pain in the ass.
Which one?
But with the Vince McMahon daughter, Stephanie.
She runs the company. But if you want to watch something good,
no, I haven't watched wrestling since.
Watch the transformation of the one-man gang into Akeem the African Dream. It's the most racist moment you could watch on YouTube.
Hey,
what is that?
Mean Gene Okerlund goes to Africa, air quotes. It's like a movie set that looks like a Brooklyn street.
And Sesame Street.
And he's by a trash can that's on fire. And
what's his name? What's the guy's name?
Mean Gene Okerlund.
No, the other one. I know Mean Gene.
One-man gang was like a street tough, like a 400-pound street tough gimmick, and then they transformed him into Akeem the African Dream.
Wait, what was he? Clean water?
If you can bring it up and play the audio.
Was he potable drinking water?
Drinkable water.
Plenty of it.
This is by far
that's
the most racist
brought
video.
Back?
That is too. That's just
the African
an abomination.
And I also noticed this, by the way. I've only touched upon black racism in wrestling. I haven't even gotten to the Asian.
I can only imagine.
Please tell us about the Asians. Please. They do like Funaki. What was that?
What's Funaki?
Show Funaki.
Oh my God.
The most racist shit. Go ahead, Joe. Talk about it.
There's a serious long lineage in wrestling of basically taking Japanese wrestlers, bringing them to America, putting them in a rice hat and calling them Ping Pong Bing Bong.
Yeah.
That's one of the most known...
Oh, yeah, Ping Pong Bing Bong. I met him at Comic-Con. Mr. Bong? Mr. Pong, sir, would you sign this?
It's so degrading.
Hey, Ping Pong Bing Bong versus the African Dream.
Mr. Ping Pong Bing Bong versus the African Dream, yes.
Oh, boy.
That's a dream match. But no, that's like a very, very popular, like known thing is that right now in WWE, they probably have about, I'd say at least 100 people under contract.
Right.
I will give you a guess of how many Asian people they have under contract.
How many?
I'll give you a number. It's somewhere between 0 and 1.
So it's 0?
They have an Asian midget?
Somebody's got some percentage Asian in them.
They got one Asian guy. I'm pretty confident of that. I don't think there's one Asian
But
woman.
why is that? Why...
And what, he watches the costume?
Because I think that like the WWF, it would help the WWF to show more diversity.
By the way,
everybody likes it.
I don't watch a lot, but I assume they at least had a diversity in terms of like a rainbow of racist characters.
Yes,
they
do have a rainbow of racist characters.
I guess.
But some people, here's the thing with WWF, it's like. WWE is so racist. It's so racist, and they use racism. But even in that, they get racist against using other people.
Can I test this on you? You all and Joe on the phone, but you tell me if this, because it was like half-cocked theory I just made right now on my thinking about it. Do you think a lot of like pop things that start out as black things, right?
Right.
They get filtered through professional wrestling specifically more than anything else, and then comes out the other end into pop white culture, and then that's when so by the time when it goes through wrestling, like the pieces of it, that's how it gets like whiteified into a mall, like a mall thing.
I see what you're saying.
And I think pro wrestling is like maybe one of the major gateways of that.
Yeah.
Like, you're the man, dog, or like some shit like that.
Yeah.
Comes through from the hood through wrestling because everybody likes wrestling. Like black people like wrestling too, so that it comes in through black people.
I live long enough.
It comes out white after.
I think it's Twitter now. I think that's just Twitter now.
I lived long enough to see wrestling before hip hop.
I said half-baked theory.
I remember wrestling before hip hop had any touches on it, any fingerprints on it. Yeah. It was the whitest shit ever. Right. And hip hop was going on, but wrestling wasn't no parts of it.
When did hip hop come into it?
Too cool.
ECW?
In the 80s, when like Run DMC, Aerosmith came out.
Oh, wow.
And then they started showing black people and hip-hop being cool and rock.
The 80s really were a time of mashups, weren't they?
I'm telling you.
Bizarre mashups.
I'm telling you.
Nothing was better than Too Cool, though, man. Scotty Too Hottie. Grandmaster, what was his name? Grandmaster Sexay? Yeah, oh, man. They were the best.
That was 90s?
That was like early, that's like 2000s.
And they used to hang with Rikishi.
They used to hang with Rikishi, yeah.
Yeah, see, I was well out.
Worm and shit.
I was well out of wrestling by then, and I was just fucking girls, like groups of girls at a time.
I was 10.
So was I.
Well, back to the Asian thing, the thing that makes it even more fascinating about the failure of the Asians in WWE is that in Japan specifically, it's like one of the biggest hotbeds.
Yeah, that's right.
On the planet.
Yes.
So
and that's really where all the hardcore shit came from.
So why
all the barbed wire matches and shit, isn't that Japanese being brought over here?
Why do they shut them out?
I have no idea.
I don't know what it is.
Is it a size thing? I mean, is it literally that? Like, there's.
I think that is.
Can't be.
It has to be.
Caitlin texted because they all look the same. No, but seriously, is that what it? Not that they all look the same, but a size. Because wrestlers I noticed are already smaller now. They used to be big fucking guys, and now they're like
they were the biggest.
They're small to me,
ever.
but they're like 6'4", like my height. Is that a thing? Because those Asian wrestlers got to be tiny people, right? Or am I wrong?
Some of them are. I mean, some of them are really, really big guys.
Like Yokozuna was huge.
But you have some small wrestlers like the champion Dave Bryan.
Seth Rollins is really.
Oh, he wasn't even Japanese. This is how little I know.
WWE taking a fat Samoan and turning him into a sumo wrestler.
But look at Daniel Bryan. Okay? Daniel Bryan was the champ. He's a small dude.
Right,
but he's tiny.
And he has the pedigree of being UFC, and that's how you get how a small guy gets in, right?
Or I
don't know. He wasn't UFC. I don't remember.
Oh, Daniel Bryan. I'm sorry, I'm confusing him with I'm totally fucking.
And
stupid.
he only got ahead because the fans loved him.
Right.
But Vince wasn't going to make him his guy. It's all about marketing. That's the answer. Vince is never going to market.
So then that doesn't make sense not to have like a black superstar, especially if it's about marketing.
If it's about marketing, who's bigger? Who gets what?
Who's cooler than a black guy?
I'm just saying Vince is a 70-year-old man.
You're right.
So I'll bet he doesn't he wants it a nice I'll bet you it's so like deep in him he doesn't even think about it like I don't want a black guy. I bet he goes, we want a classic look.
Yeah.
I'll bet that's what's in his head consciously.
Easily.
You know what I mean? And never out loud is he in his head like, no, it's not that I'm trying to hold them back.
His wife is a senator.
She's not a senator. She lost twice.
Oh, she did lose. Yeah. Thank the Lord Jesus. Because if you sleep in the same pillow away from that brain, I can't trust you.
Oh, yeah.
I can't trust you.
There's been a lot of instances, like, for example, in wrestling, one group of people that in the last 10 years have gotten a fair shake, the Mexicans. Well, there's a lot of wrestling from there, too, right? That's a big pedigree of wrestling. And, like, acrobatic shit.
Yeah.
Right, like the luchadors.
Rey Mysterio, both former champions, and actual champions, too, not the shitty sheet cake title.
That's because the fan base, the Mexican fan base, is gigantic.
Gigantic. But
isn't the black fan base?
The Latino and Mexican fan base.
Is it like... But
the white fan base would love the black wrestler, so you don't even need a black fan base to get... they all like Michael Jordan. You don't have the white teammates.
I always forget that it's like... The same thing with like Jews, especially like being in New York, when people talk about there's not that many Jews, you're like, there's tons of Jews. What the fuck are you talking about?
Right, but when you get out there...
And I'm like, aren't there tons of black people? Like, right, because I live here, but there's vast swaths of blackless areas where I guess where it's like they don't fucking...
I wouldn't say vast swaths of blacklist areas. Not in America. It is not.
Well, then shouldn't there be more?
It is not. It's vast swaths of like opportunity for black people.
No, it's concentrations.
Some blacklist places, man.
Yeah, there's. I mean,
but it ain't vast.
No, it's
it
not
feels
vast.
like it. I mean, when I went to Montana, it felt like a vast.
Well, Montana's vast for anybody with a whole fucking mouthful of teeth.
A boy can dream.
Dude, you know what? I mean,
Montana don't have a lot of people at all.
Listen, as much as I would joke, that's the dream of blacklist place. When you go to when I go to an actual blacklist place, it feels so weird. Like it's like almost uncomfortable. Like I feel like I'm in a science fiction thing.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of whitelist places too. You do understand this? A lot of
the bottom line is you don't want to be
like the west side of Baltimore.
Anywhere. I don't care. Anybody wants to be something where it's all the same type of people. That's
I
like
don't.
Nothing good about that.
But it's nothing good. That never leads to anything good.
But people like that's our dream is to get to that, and like that's horrible.
But that's their dream. Let them have it. Let them have that fucking dream. I'd rather them there away from the people who want to be together than fucking all up on top of me trying to shoot me in the ass because I'm trying to cross the street in front of the house.
Oh, well, listen, in fairness to me, I did tell you that it's alternate side of the street.
You did? All right, we got 3 minutes. Let's go. Not even 3, 2 minutes.
Oh, shit, we're done?
We're almost done. We got to play the song on the way out. Jordan, so say what time's your Caroline's and all that again?
At Caroline's Wednesday, October 14th, everybody. Caroline's on Broadway.
Go see Jordy Rock. He's fucking great. I remember when Jordy first started coming around, and now he's a fucking headliner. He's been like, Jordan was out there grinding.
He's grinding.
I would always
One
see
thing
him.
I give him, just like me and Tom
I
did,
100%
go do your
give
shit.
it to Jordan. I watched him fucking grind like a real motherfucker. Like, clubs that I was like, I don't want to work there no more. And I show up and Jordan, what are you doing?
Yeah, I was out for a long time.
Yeah, go check out Jordan, man. Well, give him the dates one more time.
October 14th, everybody, next Wednesday.
At Caroline.
Caitlin, what, you got anything?
Yeah, on Friday is the last Naked Show at the Creek in the Cave at midnight. And on Saturday, Allison, friend of the show, and I are co-hosting at New York Comedy Club.
Yep. Nice.
Last chance to see Caitlin's box tattoo.
Yep, is this Friday, and then you can see me do real comedy on Saturday at New York Comedy Club.
Okay. What you got going?
I'm about to tape my pilot, but it's not. I don't.
It's not. You got
Benders. Watch Benders on IFC. I love
episode
that.
Nice.
And yeah.
Yes, I got that New York Post article coming out next week about Tracy Morgan. Make sure you pick it up. It's gonna be great. You know, I gave a little shout to Trace.
Can I follow up with a shitty little plug to my podcast?
Yes,
you may.
It's we're the Wrestling Soup.
The Wrestling Soup. You're great, by the way. That podcast is great.
That was a great call, dude. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're 9:30 Thursday nights. You can go to WrestlingSoup.com, follow us on Twitter at Wrestling Soup, and I'm at Joe Numbers. So
Joe and family now.
Yeah.
Is Numbers? That's how you what Numbers?
Yeah. Well, you know, much like anybody that's involved in wrestling, is I kind of had to change the name up. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't.
Does that racist web extend this far, Joe?
I'm Italian. I went with the
Joe Numbers. I will call you.
His mama call him Numbers. I'm gonna call him Numbers.
On our title, put Joe Numbers, please. The German spelling.
I had to go with the Italian stereotype just to keep the wrestling going. You know?
Okay.
I hear you, man.
Well, thanks for joining us, man. We really appreciate
that was
it.
Great.
Come back soon.
Thank you, Jordy, for coming in.
Thank you, man.
Filled
Thanks
in the empty fucking chairs, man. It was getting weird and lonely for a minute.
This was great. I like it when it's just us talking, kicking it. We got more guests coming in next week and all that, but, you know, just the fam. Kyle, thanks for coming too, man.
Yeah. All right.
Kyle's a great actor, man. I was watching some History Channel shit. This nigga's playing somebody in a period piece.
Oh, really?
It was great. He fit in more there than in 2015.
Yeah, all right.
He had the whole look. We're Crispix addicts, nigga.
All right,
we Race Wars. Peace out, man. See you next time.
One.